Okay, we're going to show you how to use our CTF platform today and how to log into chat. So the first thing that happens is you'll see this site. There are two things you'll need to do. You can create an account for the scoreboard here or here, and you can create an account in Rocket Chat. So let's actually click here first and create an account in Rocket Chat. Rocket Chat is the method you're going to use to talk to your mentors doing the CTF and ask any questions. So the first thing I'm going to do is click register a new account, and you can pick a username. I'm going to go with awesome user. Register a new account. You can use that username, and then you join our Rocket Chat. Notice that we have a chat here that you can use. You can say things in the channel like, hello, I need help with question 101. Other users will have, you can click a user here and click this to message them directly. So this sends a message directly to an admin or a mentor. This is what they'll do to you, where you can ask them more specific questions or get additional help. Like, here's how you solve this answer. And you can chat with people like that. It's very similar to Slack. It's just a self-hosted service. You can jump back here to go back to the chat room and ask any questions you want of the entire channel, where people will reach out and give you help. Okay, let's go back here and create an account on the scoreboard. So you click here to create an account. You can create a username like awesome user. Awesome user. You create a password. You don't need an email address officially to do anything, but that just helps you. It will send you the answers at the end of the CTF if you want them, if you send us a valid email address. It looks like I forgot to start it real quick, so I'm going to log in another screen. And quickly start the CTF. So this is what it will look like if you join the CTF and it hasn't started yet. It'll say the CTF has not started yet. I'm going to start it now so that we can go and start solving some of the challenges. Just give me 1 second. With my very loud keyboard. So now I can refresh and the CTF will have started. If I click challenges, that's what you do when you log in, then you see the challenges. Let's start with an easy one, like Easy Crypto 101. Notice there are various challenge names. It looks like a Jeopardy scoreboard. This here is the name of the category, and this is the name of the question, number coding. So I'm going to go to the cryptography category in Easy Crypto 1 and click it. It shows me the challenge. The challenge is, we found this message painted on the side of the Hoover Dam. Was it a random tagging, or is it some kind of secret code that someone is using to communicate how they're going to poison the water supply? It says decode this cryptogram to find out, and it has what looks like random jargon here. Well, so you might say, how do you start a CTF? The first thing you might do is say, I'm going to Google. It says decode this cryptogram. So what's a cryptogram? So let's say, decode a cryptogram. One of the first links is something called KipKip. Go here. It looks like you just put in the puzzle and it automatically solves it for you. So notice I copy and pasted the challenge from here, the UE. I'm going to put it in here and I'm going to click solve. And it looks like the top result is we should meet at noon to take them out. It looks like we might have found the answer. That might be what somebody would put on in a secret code to kind of tell their compadres secretly how they might do something. So I copy and paste it, hit submit, and you see I got the flag correct. I now have 100 points down here, and it's checked like I solved it correctly. So let's look at another question like Networking 101. I click it here, it opens up the question. And this one has two additional things. It has a hint I can unlock for 30 points. Notice that hints don't take away from your active points, but they reduce the maximum point value you get for that question. So were I to take this hint, the point value of 100 would decrease to 70 because it would take away 30 points. There's also a file I need to download. So let's read this question. It says, we were monitoring the traffic of a user who allegedly hacked into an electrical grid, and we captured the attached PCAP file. And the question is, what is the first source IP seen in that PCAP file? Let's say I don't know what a PCAP file is. I'm going to want to take a hint. A hint will help direct me in the right direction, like maybe what tool to use or how to move further. So I click Unlock Hint for 30 points. It says, are you sure you want to open this hint? Because you're going to lose points. It's going to reduce the maximum point value. I'm going to click OK. It says, Wireshark is a tool you'll want to use to look at this PCAP or capture file. Okay, I think I've heard of Wireshark. Notice it reduced the max point score to 70, which is the 100 minus 30 points. If you ever want to view the hint again, you can just click View Hint and it shows you. I think what I'm going to do is download the PCAP file and see what it does. I have Wireshark installed, so it will let me open it. Otherwise, I can save the file and download Wireshark on my own to then open the file. I'm going to click Open with Wireshark. So what Wireshark is a tool that lets you look at all the packets that you get captured from the internet. So in this case, it's an IP packet, so it's going to have a source IP and a destination IP. If I look at the question, it says, what is the first source IP seen in the PCAP file? Well, there's a source IP here, 192.168.1.153. I think that's the answer. So let's put in 192.168.1.153 and click Submit. Aha, correct. I now have 70 points. So let's go to the harder question, the next one, Networking 102. It's a similar base question. Notice it has the same file name as the previous and the same starting part of the question. Many questions reuse the same file, but you can download the file for each question if you need it again. This says, we were monitoring the traffic of a user who allegedly hacked into an electrical grid, and we captured the attached PCAP file. We believe the user downloaded a .tar.gz file that may be some kind of utility he used to perpetrate the hack. What is the name of the tar.gz file that the user downloaded? Notice this one says 1 of 3. It looks like there are 3 hints here. Let's pretend I have no idea what to do, so I'm going to go ahead and click and unlock a hint. Do I want to open the hint? Yes. First hint says Wireshark is a tool you want to use. Okay, I learned that last time. Now I can unlock a second hint, hint 2 of 3 for 30 points. I'm going to unlock that one. It says the file was sent via HTTP. If I go back to Wireshark, I look, there's a protocol field, and there's also an HTTP packet. But I still don't know enough about what to do, so I'm going to keep getting on it, taking another hint to see what happens. Now I can take a third hint for 30 points. I sure want to open the hint, even though it's going to reduce my max score to 10. It says you can go to File, Export Objects, HTTP to see all the files sent via HTTP. Oh, that might help me find the name of the tar.gz file that the user downloaded. So I go back here, I click File, Export Objects, HTTP. Haha, I see a ferret-0.7.tar.gz. That is the only .tar.gz file I see here, so that must be the file that was downloaded. So let me put in ferret-0.7.tar.gz. But let's put in a wrong answer and see what happens. Notice it says incorrect, unless the question specifies that you don't lose any points for a wrong answer. So let me put in the correct answer now. Correct. And I got my 10 points down here. Now you might be wondering, how many points do I have? You can add it up in your head now, but let's pretend you had a lot of questions and it wasn't easy to quickly add up. There's a scoreboard up here you can click that both shows the amount of points you get over time as well as your score. So this shows that my awesomely spelled awesome user has a score of 180, and it shows my points over time. Notice the hint kind of decreased my max points, so it looks like I lost points, even though my max score got decreased. So let's go back to challenges. I have one challenge left. Let's look at this one. It's called Number Coding 102. This one shows something new. It says, I will lose 20 points for each wrong guess with a minimum of 0 points. So that basically means that right now, the highest point I could get for this question is 102. If I put in a wrong answer, that will decrease to 82, and it will keep dropping until the maximum point value is 0.